What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Just Jen. That's me. So Tom MacDonald just dropped a new release today. This one, it's probably going to hit close to home. It's called Withdrawals. And if it's your first time here, do me a solid. Please hit that subscribe button, and next with the notification bell, please tap the all button. Make sure you smash the like button for me. Leave them comments. I love talking to all of you guys. But look at this. Withdrawals. Yeah. I had a long battle with substance abuse, and I've been sober since November 1st, 2014. All right. Nothing else further. Let's see, Tom, what we got.
The doctor said to talk to him if I wanted to get off my meds, but I never called his office and poured the bottle in the garbage can. I'm stuck in this apartment and I'm anxious like the cops are here. I tried to call like all my friends, none.
So, all right, he talked about the doctor. He talked about the doctor said, if you want to get off those meds, give me a call. First of all, doctors, before that opiate epidemic hit, doctors were the best drug dealers around. You can get whatever you wanted. My back hurts. Ow. Oh. My doctor prescribed me literally 120 Percocet 10s a month. So I got 4 of those a day. That was the first time I seen him. So then I started using heroin, to say the least. 8 long years. And from what the looks of his tattoo here says, burn the right bridges. I burned all of the wrong bridges, those closest to me. If you are on a medication, or if you are in dependent on a substance that could kill you, please do it under doctor's supervision. Let them wean you off slowly so that you don't die, because there are some substances in the world that could kill you. Alcohol withdrawal can kill you. Benzodiazepine withdrawal, like Xanax, Klonopins, those could kill you. Barbiturate withdrawal can kill you. So please, under a doctor's, under the watchful eye of a doctor. And know this. And just because you've burned some bridges while you're using, when you get sober, those bridges can be repaired. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time, and you have to rebuild that trust. The foundation for a burnt bridge is trust.
None of them are answering. Is this the moment where I can't control it? Got no appetite, I guess the party's over. I can't sleep at night and I keep rolling over, cause my skin is itchy and the paranoia got me worried, sick, and it is so annoying. I've been throwing up, it looked like motor oil, but I chose to quit and now I can't avoid it. The right things to do are the hardest choices. Is this the moment when I need a donor? Liver.
Okay, so I'm going to touch back. I'm going to rewind it just a tad bit. What he was talking about is going through withdrawals. He's throwing up something that looked like motor oil because you're not taking care of yourself. You're not eating right. When I was a heroin addict, I'm going to tell you a little bit how withdrawal goes, right? I threw up bile, foam. So it first starts about 12 hours after your last use. The chicken skin, the cold sweats. You're chilled down to the bone, yet you're hot at the same time. The 3 sneezes. I don't know what that is all about. You feel like you have the flu times 1,000,000. You're throwing up, you have diarrhea. Your muscles are spasming. You feel like you've been hit by a truck. And this lasts anywhere from 3 to 5 to 10 days to 30 days, depending on how much you're taking, if you're on methadone, what have you. And the donut he was just talking about. We crave sweets because we have to replace all of the chemicals that we're taking out by putting in these substances that are flooding our bodies and our brains with dopamine. I crave sweets all the time. I don't know. Now I'm a salty bitch. Now I like chips and stuff.
Now I can't avoid it. The right things to do are the hardest choices. Is this the moment when I need a donor?
Right there. That's what I wanted to touch on. The choices. You have a choice to make. It's either life or death. Because guess what? When you're using drugs or drinking yourself to death, that's not living. That's not living. So you have a rock solid choice to make, like I had to. And I did a recovery series. I'm going to do my 3rd installment tonight, so stay tuned for that, you guys. Make sure you tap that notification bell so you get notified. I've already done part 1 and 2. 3 is where it's going to get really nitty gritty. I made a conscious decision, and I'll tell you why in my addiction special. I made a choice. I'm done.
Liver failing from the liquor pouring, while the room is spinning. It ain't vodka soda. What is almost killing me is being sober. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls.
Damn.
This is what kids call withdrawal.
Now look, what he said here was extremely important.
Choices. Is this the moment when I need a donor? Liver failing from the liquor pouring, while
Yes.
the room is spinning. It ain't vodka soda. What is almost killing me is being sober. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawal.
All right, so check this out. For a long time, I used drugs not to cope with the things that I went through and was going through and putting people through. I was afraid that if I got sober, I would feel everything, that I was so used to numbing myself with drugs and not to feel. And believe it when I tell you this. Believe me when I say this. When you get sober, the hard part isn't getting clean. The hard part is staying sober, because in my life especially, I've went through some pretty traumatic stuff after the drugs were gone. And if drugs didn't kill me, do you think for 1 minute I was going to sit there and let that kill me? Hell no. But check this out. Also, I know that a lot of you out there are using not to cope and not to feel. Realize real quick that when the drugs wear off or the alcohol wears off, those problems are still going to be there, and you're going to have more coming. You have to learn how to handle them in a productive way. Believe me, again, when I say it's not worth it. It's not worth you using and thinking that you're only hurting yourself. I lived that misconception for years. I am not hurting anybody but myself. And like Tom's tattoo, I was burning all of the wrong bridges.
Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
Never cared for therapists, my arrogance embarrassing. It isn't fair to tear with this. Addiction placed my parents in. I'm scared repair will never fix the voluntary negligence, the wear and tear my errors did. They almost had to bury me.
Oh, shit. I didn't think I was going to cry. The people that we hurt around us, that's what drives me to stay clean today. My misconception of, hey, guess what? I'm not hurting anybody else. I was hurting everybody who loved me. Like Tom in the church video, I didn't think that anybody would miss me. And even after I got sober, I ran through some bouts where I felt like nobody would miss me because I was treated so poorly. It was like, if somebody could actually do that to me, maybe nobody will miss me. But I was wrong. He said something really important here. Delete all of those phone numbers out of your phone. Like it or not. The Alcoholics Anonymous, the big book says, get rid of people, places, things, your phone numbers, your paraphernalia, all of the people that you used with. They don't care about you. Drug dealers don't care about you. They care about that money. They're not going to give a shit and help bury you. They're not going to take care of your kids when you die. They're not going to hug your mother and your father, your brother, your sister, your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents. The liquor store, you're only making them rich. And you're putting everybody's life at risk, driving like that.
the moment where I screw up and relapse. Waste all my money on rehab. Can't take a pill from the doctor to relax. Lash out in anger whenever I react. Feel like a weak man, I don't wanna be that. Living every day to get a buzz on the weekend. I'm in the deep end, fighting with demons. Trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason. My bones are shaking in my hands and feet. I see my rib cage, but I can't eat. I still wake up panicking, so I can't sleep. I just sit in the bathtub and try to breathe. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawals.
Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
I've never felt this bad before.
I don't know if I'll make it.
Don't have the strength to get off the floor right now,
but I'm hoping and praying.
My whole life I wanted more.
Wow, right there. My whole life I wanted more. Never in a million years when I was using did I think that I would be a heroin junkie. I would be driving down the street looking over at a couple, laughing, having a good time in their car. I was envious, not because of their good relationship or their fancy car. I was envious because I'm sure they didn't have to wake up and be dope sick and wonder what they were going to do for the next fix. As a little girl, I never grew up to say, you know what, I'm going to shoot heroin. But it happened. Because with somebody, if you go through traumatic events, you might then fall into drug addiction because you want to not feel traumatized and like a victim anymore. Take those drugs away and you are going to feel. I didn't want to feel. Some of my hardest struggles came after I got rid of the drug addiction. I'm worth more today, alive. And this here, where I'm at today, is living. I had a death wish. And I was hurting everybody around me. Some of my material things are gone forever. I didn't have the strength to get up off the ground. One day, I made that choice. And I mustered up that strength. And I said, no more, I will beat this. I will not become a statistic. Here I am today. Yeah.
This might be the end.
But now I've had too much fun. It's over now.
I loved what I hated.
Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
I like the significance of the water here because when you're in an addiction, you feel like you're going to drown and you're always this close underneath the water. That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. Withdrawals, Tom MacDonald. You know, like I said before, my hardest struggles came after I put those drugs away. And if ever there was a time where I wanted to use, it was then. And I didn't. Because when you're sober for 2 years or more, your brain is rewired. You can actually see consequences before you do something. So I seen what I was going to lose again. Possibly my freedom again. My kids. My parents. My friends. My channel. My dogs. My home. My car. Everything that I have now will be gone. Because I can now see the consequences before I take action. It's not worth it to me. Nobody or nothing is worth that to me. All right, you guys. I'm going to be recording my third installment of my addiction story. If you would be so gracious to make sure you tap that notification bell so you are aware when that will drop. I did drop 1 and 2 if you would like to check that out. there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. And if you're suffering, make that choice up. Admit that you have a problem and take the bull by the horns and get it done. You got this. If I can do it, so can you. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. I'm Just Jen. My Patreons, thank you guys so much. I'm working on the new list right now for to give you guys props. I have to add one more. I thank you guys for supporting my channel and me and my boys. I appreciate it. And we love you guys. All right. Take care, you guys. Know that you can do it. I'm Just Jen. See ya.